So planetarium
roller coasters.
I got a fun planetarium story. When I was in college, you know, a big movie guy. They were doing a screening of Blade Runner in a in the planetarium on campus, and I had only seen Blade Runner once, and I thought it was super boring. It was like in a dorm room, and Blade Runner is such a boring movie. I could not get through it. It was such a stupid movie. But I thought maybe if I go see it in a planetarium, it might be more exciting and be a better movie watching experience. So I signed up to go watch it in the planetarium because I thought like it would be the whole ceiling would be Blade Runner, and we wear 3D glasses or whatever. But I fucking get in there, and it's just they just have a projector on the wall in the planetarium. And the seats are positioned to like leaning back,
look up,
so you can look up. But they're projecting it on the wall, so you're leaning back, and you have to like look forward to look at the screen to watch the movie. And it's like a tiny projector in this giant fucking room. And I'm like, this just made it so much worse. This ruined my Blade Runner experience again.
They should have made it an immersive Blade Runner experience.
They should have.
And stabbed everybody during the show.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Ran.
I don't know that any stabbings happened in Blade Runner, but
I actually don't know anything about that movie. It's
that's
called
all right.
Blade Runner. So
you assume that there was a blade. That's fair. The movie.
Are there blades?
There's no blades in the movie.
Running blades.
Any running?
There is a little bit of running.
Okay.
There's a scene where there's like a 10-minute long scene where Harrison Ford is zooming into a picture.
Harrison Ford's in it?
He's the main. Yeah, he's the star of the film. It's such a boring film. This is also one. There's like 7 different versions of Blade Runner. And one of them, I believe, my hand is not on a Bible, so I could be lying or mistruthing. But I believe one of the versions of Blade Runner, the only difference between the theatrical version is that Harrison Ford says the N-word occasionally.
Oh, sign me up for that one.
Yeah.
What is this
the
movie?
N-word cut.
I've heard so many references to Blade Runner, but like, I don't know what it is.
You want me to run it? Should we do Joseph recaps a movie?
Yeah, recap Blade.
I mean, just like most brief, rudimentary.
So
description.
Blade Runner, I believe
how
it takes
does it
place.
compare to Weird Al Yankovic's Runnings with Scissors?
It's probably very little. I haven't seen Weird Al Yankovic's.
Well, that's an audio. It's a music album.
I have not listened to that album. Blade Runner, it takes place in I believe 2025. That sounds about right.
Holy shit.
It's the future from the 80s where they have these Blade Runners, which Harrison Ford is a Blade Runner. They built these things called replicants, which are android assistants to humans. Mm-hmm. And they naturally die off, but at the beginning of the movie, there's 3 replicants who kind of go rogue, and they start killing people, and they want to, because they don't want to die, they don't want to be replicants, they want to be freed. They're basically slaves. Like, that's what a replicant is. Is like a
Is there
slave
a hot
people.
one that the main character has sex with?
Freedom. Oh,
Yes.
Okay,
freedom.
I think that's every single reference I've ever heard to Blade Runner has been about that.
Yeah, so Harrison Ford is a retired detective, but they call them Blade Runners. So he's a Blade Runner. He is brought back onto the force to help them find these 3 missing replicants.
Why are they called Blade Runners if there's no blades?
I have no idea. I don't know. The book, it's based on a book. The book isn't called Blade Runners. The book is called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which is a dumb name for a book.
That would never sell in Hollywood.
I tried to listen to the audiobook, and it's even more boring than the movie.
Oh yeah, it's a book, dude.
Yeah. It's the plot is nothing like the movie either.
I tried listening to Dune, and oh my god, what a drag!
Yeah, I could imagine Dune is a fucking
Lord of the Rings.
snooze fest.
Oh my god!
I never
Ancient
saw any of the
English.
Dunes, but yeah, these fucking Dune movies. There's too much going on with these Dune things. I can't get into it. I got into Star Wars as a kid.
I want to see the Dune movies. Just
You
give
can
them a
see them. I
chance.
don't care.
The book sucked. I listened to like 2 chapters, and I was like, I can never listen. They have like AI narrate.
I could never.
Well, fear is the mind killer. You're just afraid to listen to the Dune audiobook.
Fear is.
I was not afraid. I was so open. I was welcoming it inside my body. My holes were open. My holes were agape for it.
It's a famous quote from the Dune, the Duneverse.
See, I wouldn't know. I didn't make it to that chapter. The narrator sucked.
They should have a showing of Dune at the Sleeping Bear Dune.
Oh, wow. Good one.
Boiz, number one. Kind of the number one Metro Trade Comedy Podcast. No big deal.